Right, so this is the video that's going to end everything between me and Enes Batur. He thought he could just take down all my videos, send me false copyright strikes and move on. Well, that's not happening here because I'm going to get my full point across. The only video that's left up on my channel is the original one where I spoke about him stealing from PewDiePie. The other one is gone and there is much more new information. So if you've been following this drama between me and him, then you're going to want to see all the information in here because there's a lot more, and he's even worse than I painted him out to be the first time. And believe it or not, I'm also calling out YouTube in this video because YouTube did nothing to help me. In fact, they told me I lost the claim. They told me the false strikes were somehow real when they weren't. Now I'm going to drop you a few sentences right here and it will make sense as you do go through the video. First of all, Enes Batur should be terminated, not because I hate him, just because he broke the rules and the punishment of these rules is termination. And the second is, the people who own YouTube really did mess up this time, like they really messed up. I could have lost my channel and they wouldn't have been there to do a thing. So yeah, that's what's going to be in this video. And Enes, if you do decide to strike this video to hide the truth again, we can go through it all again. I'm perfectly happy to do that. But if you are watching this and you've heard of this story or you do dislike Enes Batur, please do drop a like on this video because this is the most important video out of all of them. In fact, I'd rather you like this video than any of my others. Because the information in this video is literally enough to end his career if enough people saw it. And I'm not trying to do that, I'm just saying that's how bad this guy is. Okay, so we're going to roll it back to the very beginning before he got all the confidence to strike my videos down. So in my first ever video I talked about him stealing from PewDiePie. Well, it turns out he's stolen from PewDiePie multiple times in the past. He stole the Luai series, he stole everything PewDiePie has ever done.
Leave your entries in the subreddit bros, and I'll watch submissions in the next episode of Luai.
He's also stolen from multiple other YouTubers like MrBeast, which I covered in my older video. But this guy also makes music videos, which are stolen from Logan Paul. And then when he sees viral videos in his recommended section, he steals them too. So, for example, the bowling ball versus trampoline video is stolen from How Ridiculous's channel. He just copies every single person. He copies their thumbnail, their title, the whole plot of the video. He reenacts every single second of the video. Now we're almost up to date with my big video about him stealing from PewDiePie, but we already know this guy's the most subscribed YouTuber in Turkey, so people are looking up to this guy. But this guy's also made 2 movies, so he calls himself a movie star, but there's thousands and thousands of comments on my video from Turkish people saying it was terrible and cringy. Okay, so that's just the beginning, that's not even the worst part. Now we're moving on to the worst part. So I uploaded my video, obviously, it got to about 700k views, and then he striked it down. And I believe it was down for about 3-ish days, but in those 3 days I uploaded another video explaining the situation, and he also striked that one down too. But they were both false claims and complete lies. Okay, so the first video, the very big one, was strike down for me using his audio, apparently. In between a certain amount of seconds, I apparently used his audio. Now, if you go back to that video, because it's still live up on my channel, the only audio I used was from MrBeast and PewDiePie. I purposely muted Enes Batur and just played their audio. Yes, I showed some of his footage, but he striked me down for audio only. Moving on to the second video, so I made a video just explaining it, showing a screenshot of my video, and he took me down for apparently using his footage. I didn't even use his footage, not one bit, so that was another false claim. But this is where it all went a bit crazy, and I believe it got 70,000 upvotes or something like that. I don't even know if PewDiePie saw it, hopefully he did. But ever since my video, PewDiePie's subreddit has been full of Enes Batur jokes, Enes Batur posts, just people making fun of him. My video pretty much brought this to light everywhere apart from Turkey where it was already at light. Okay, so time to skip forward a bit. So as soon as I got these strikes, obviously I appealed. I was like, you know, this is false, and I'll tell you why this is false, and you can even check it yourself. These strikes are false. And then YouTube got back to me saying that that was denied, saying that the things were real. So YouTube didn't help me one bit with this whole situation. In fact, they gave it back to Enes Batur. You know, they were like, you decide if it's real or not, because that's their system. YouTube give it straight back to the person who copyrighted you, which is never gonna work. If somebody copyright striked you, they're gonna stick with it. Why would you give them the second choice? But here's where it gets interesting. So I said at the beginning Enes Batur should be terminated, and he should be. And I'm not just saying that because I'm annoyed, I'm saying that because YouTube's guidelines are, if you do false claims, you should be terminated. If you do one false strike or whatever, to take down a video just because it's criticizing you, you should be terminated. And he did too to me, and he's done it to multiple other YouTubers. Now this leads me on to Twitter, so obviously as soon as my videos were striked, I put tweets out about it because I was not happy with it. You know, you can't just do that. And it started like a revolution in Turkey because it blew up over in Turkey. It pretty much went on trending in Turkey. All the big Turkish YouTubers who've had a problem with him retweeted it, talked about it, DM'd me, replied, whatever. They even started a hashtag which went onto their trending. And so many of them told me that Enes had striked their video because of them criticising them or talking about him. Some of them have even lost their channels because of Enes Batur, false claiming them. Even other YouTubers in the UK, just like me, had their videos taken down because they were talking about me having my video taken down. Enes Batur copyrights every single video on YouTube that mentions his name. And you'll never guess what his response to this was. It was him blacking out his Twitter profile, making it all about him, of course. But not long after that, he did do a response on an Instagram story in, obviously, Turkish. A Turkish YouTuber translated it for me and sent it to me, and what Enes Batur basically said was, everybody copies each other and I'm the only one getting in trouble. So first of all, he's making it all about himself, and he's saying that it's all about the copying. He didn't even mention the strikes. He didn't even mention the fact that he's falsely striked hundreds of videos and he took down mine. No, let's not mention that to his fans. He's manipulative and he's a liar. Even what he said was a lie. He doesn't just copy people, and not everybody does that. Barely anybody does that, actually. German Morgs did it to Morgs. Not even Morgs does what you do, Enes. At least Morgs has his own plot to the video, has his own people, does what he does. He does copy the ideas, yeah, but at least he has his own plot. By then, this whole situation had blew up. There was even some Turkish news channels reaching out to me to do an interview or something. I didn't do them in the end, but it pretty much blew up over there. Like I said, their biggest YouTuber was a fraud. Obviously, there's still millions of people that back him because of his fans. Turkish people came over to my video, like I said, and they were saying that his fans are delusional, that they're really, really young. Now, of course, after everything happened, he made a joke out of the whole situation. He changed his title to original content. He changed his subtitles to a joke about him stealing from PewDiePie. And now he has changed his thumbnail, acting like he never did it. His excuse for the whole situation is, he's inspired by PewDiePie. He's inspired by MrBeast. He's inspired by every single YouTuber that's ever had a viral video, apparently. And we know that because he's also inspired by Jake Paul. And how the hell can you be inspired by Jake Paul? But seriously though, you can't just say you're inspired by them and then take everything they made, their thumbnail, just add a little bit on top of it, study the video second by second and reenact the exact same thing. You can't just do that. Remember, if I didn't make my video, this guy was going to remake the entire of PewDiePie's series, his complete Minecraft thing. He copied PewDiePie's first video, named it the same thing, part 1, he was going to do everything. This guy is a complete joke and he shouldn't be on YouTube. But that brings me around to the strikes. So, now the strikes are gone, the claims are gone, everything's gone, I haven't got any strikes on my channel, but that proves that they were false. That proves that I shouldn't have been striked because he took them away, he got scared and he removed them. So, YouTube, where were you during this situation? Where were you to help me? Where were you to save my channel? Because I'm pretty sure if he carried on doing that, I would have lost my entire channel and you would have done nothing about it. And that's pretty much it. This is one of the biggest things I've probably ever done. And literally the worst abuse of copyright YouTube has ever had, this guy. I've never seen anything worse than this. Not even the Alinity situation comes close to this. This guy will take down anything that's talking about him, even if they just said his name with false claims. So if you did enjoy this video, and of course if you do want to get this out in, I really would appreciate it if you could drop a like on the video, even if you made it this far. If you're listening to me say this right now, then you must have enjoyed the video. You must have liked it enough to stay, so why not drop a like? And subscribe if you're new, because I do content like this all the time, and you're probably just going to see me in the future anyway. Going back to the title, say goodbye to Enes Batur.